Good afternoon, my fiber friends, fancy fiber friends. Welcome to Fancy Fiber Forum. My name is Donna, and thank you for joining me today. I appreciate each and every one of you. You could have clicked on so many other videos, but you decided to click on mine. And if you haven't joined my Fancy Fiber family, you might consider doing that because we talk a lot about fancy fiber here, and you can't really tell it from the background, but I do have quite a bit of fancy fiber. A little bit over here. I'm probably facing my favorite part of my yarn room, and yeah, I haven't filmed in here for a long time. You know why? Because the floor was full of project bags. And I happened to find somebody that was selling some storage totes, hard plastic storage totes, at a very, very affordable price. And my goal was to purchase enough of them to get all my project bags put in those totes for safekeeping until I could make the time to get around to looking through each one and making a decision on each one. So they are safe and sound, safe and snug down in the basement, hopefully free from pests. I think so. But anyway, I decided to go ahead and film in my yarn room today. And for one main reason, but really two reasons, because I haven't filmed in here for a while and I love this room. I love being in here. And for the second reason, so that you guys could kind of get an idea of what my stash looks like, which brings me to the crux of this video. And yeah, this is going to be on the serious side. So today's video is not really for entertainment. But it is kind of serious. So if you'd like to sit and relax and join me today, I would love that. I just lost my train of thought. Before any of you guys start speculating, I'm fine. I'm fine. Everything is fine. This is something that I've been kicking around in my head for a while. And I haven't written down any notes, so all of this is coming off the top of my head. So if it doesn't make sense and I repeat, I'm sorry. I will do my best to make sure that it's understandable and you know exactly what I'm talking about. Basically, this video is to try to find and make a list of people that may be potential beneficiaries of my yarn collection. I don't know why nobody else talks about this. Maybe they have life insurance policies or homeowners policies that dictate where their yarn goes. I don't have that luxury. And I thought this is probably the best way to find people that would be willing and able to accept some of my yarn should something happen to me. Again, I'm fine. Nothing, as far as I know of, is going to happen to me within the near future. But you never know, right? You never know. I could keel over tomorrow. An asteroid could hit my house. A sinkhole could swallow up my house. Believe me, I've thought of that because in the area I'm in, it's undermined. So the thought of a sinkhole terrifies me. But I know I trust in God and He will keep me safe. But with all of that, I do, you're not promised tomorrow. None of us are. We're not promised 5 minutes from now. So I would like to document people who would be okay with taking some of this yarn should I not be able to crochet anymore, whether it's because I pass away or I come up with an illness and I can't crochet anymore and I can't communicate or my head's not there. I don't know. But I want to come up with a list of people that I can keep in a safe place and give to my son and my daughter, so that if something did happen to me, they know what they can do with this massive collection. I think it's a pretty massive collection. I wouldn't even hazard a guess how many skeins, hanks of yarn I have. No clue. Like I said, I'm facing right now my favorite part of this room, which is my 1, 2, and 3 weight yarns. And they are in 12 by 12 cubes, stacked 5 high. And the majority of them are full. So possibly when I'm done with this video, I may turn the camera around so you can get an idea, or maybe I shouldn't do that. But my goal here is to find people who love fancy fiber as much as I do. Either you have a small collection and would like to grow it. Maybe you don't have any fancy fiber and your finances won't allow you to access any fancy fiber because it's expensive. Unless you come up with great deals, which the majority of this yarn I acquired because of great deals that I found. Whether it was a great deal at a big box store or a local yarn store or a thrift store, what have you. That's where I've gotten all of them. The majority of them. But, you know, perhaps you I don't know. Perhaps you want to delve into the world of fancy fiber for whatever reason, and you just don't have very much, or you have room for more, or whatever the case may be. But I want to know now, once I die, I'm not going to care. But I do want to make sure my son is not overwhelmed with not knowing what to do with this yarn. So I would like to find people who are willing to take some of it and use it, not resell it. I would rather you not resell it, but what control do I have over that? That's why I wanted to share it on my channel, because I know that people that watch me love yarn as much as I do. Here's the thing though, and I just thought of this. There's no way my son is going to take inventory, and in a perfect world, I would do an inventory of this yarn, but it would take me probably months. So if the time comes where this yarn has to find a new home, you may not get a choice. You may just say, okay, I would like 20 pieces of whatever. And you'll get anywhere from a 1 weight to a 6 weight. Because he's not going to know, and I wouldn't expect him to go through every single yarn and look at each label. Okay, she wants this, she wants that, colors. No. I don't want him to have to struggle with that, especially if I'm gone. He's going to have enough to deal with, not to have to, you know what I'm saying. So really, it's like a giant mystery bag. You get what you get. So the best way for me to do this is for those of you who are interested in being on that list. My email is in my About Me section. Shoot me an email. I'll have your email. If you're comfortable, share your phone number, your full name, and I'll make a list. And I'll make a paper copy and a digital copy. And let my son know where he can get to that. And I'll do a copy for my daughter. I have 3 children, but only 2 I really have contact with at the moment. I still haven't heard from my oldest son after seeing him when my granddaughter was born recently. So, but I wouldn't include him anyway. So my son and my daughter will have access to that information. And if something were to happen to me, they would have a list of people that they could reach out to and be able to ship this yarn to people that will love it and appreciate it and use it, because it's all just beautiful. I don't care if you knit with it. I don't care if you do a loom with it. I just want you to be able to use it. But I will say that 98% of the yarn in here is natural fibers. Very little has synthetic fibers in it. But I do have a small amount that are acrylic or synthetic blends. But I would say 98% of it is natural fibers. Including sock yarn, which contains nylon. I have 1 weight, 2 weight, 3 weight, 4 weight, 5 weight, 6 weight. The majority of it, I would say, is 1 weight. And it's all just beautiful yarn. And I know darn well I'm not going to be able to use it all before I pass away. Even if I live to be 80 years old, I won't be able to use it all. So how many are in that boat? I'm sure many of us, if not all of us. So if you would like to be considered to be on that list, send me an email and I will add you to the list. I should probably keep this to US only, because I don't know if my son would be able to, I don't know if he'd be able to afford to ship a large quantity of yarn overseas. But, I'll put you on the list. I'm happy to put you on the list. Being on the list, you're not guaranteed anything, but I'm happy to put you on a list for being a beneficiary of some of this beautiful yarn. Just an example of some of the yarns I have. I have Malabrigo. I have Expression Fiber Arts. I have K&C from Joanne. I have Zen Yarn Garden. I have Madeline Tosh. I have art yarns, not yarn art yarns. Let me pull one out here without, I don't want to knock anything over. It's art yarns. It's spendy yarn. I have, I just pulled this one out. I have Anzula fibers. Anzula, very nice. I have some knit crate yarns. I have gosh, I said Madeline Tosh. I have some yarns from Hirschner's. Again, wool. I have some Hobie yarn, cotton. Lots of yarn. and it's all just beautiful. This is why this is my favorite room. Hopefully I can get the rest of this stuff off this floor and get me a nice comfortable chair, which was my original plan for this room, but it's such a small room. I mean, it's probably, it might be 12 by 12, 12 by 10. It's a small room. So there's really no room for furniture. So I'd almost have to just get a chair, put it in the middle of the room. Maybe a collapsible chair. I don't know. Because I've got yarn on every wall. But yeah, hopefully I'll be able to get some sort of furniture in here. Right now I'm sitting on a stool, but this stool doesn't belong up here, and I wouldn't be able to sit and crochet in a backless stool. So anyway, I think that's gonna end this video for now. And yeah, I can give you a little overview. Well, maybe no, I don't think I'm going to. Just know that it's quite a bit. Just know that what you see behind me is pretty much all the way around the room. Although I've only got one tower on this wall. But that tower is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cubes high. And that's my worsted weight tower. And that's just worsted weight in hanks. I have worsted weights back here too in these bins. I just want to keep hanks in these cubes. All cubes are filled with hanks. The bins have the donuts and the balls and the skeins. This wall over here, it's just a table. You might be able to see the table. Yeah, I've got a table with some storage underneath, and then I've got these cubes here, and this is 3 weight, 5 weight, and 6 weight over here. And here, all these cubes, 3, 5, and 6 weight. So that was the purpose of this video. Again, I'm perfectly fine. There are no health issues that I'm aware of. But again, I could kick the bucket tomorrow. We don't know. And I just want to make this room not a problem for my son, because we live together. So it would be, this is just going to need to go. After I'm gone, this is going to need to go, because it's just going to remind him of me. And I don't want him to be any sadder than is necessary, or stressed, or troubled, or any of that. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. If you're interested, reach out. If you know somebody who would benefit from some of this yarn and wouldn't sell it, reach out to me and I will put you on the list. So until next time, guys, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. I'm going to make another video here in a minute with a yarn haul. So if you want to check back on the next video, feel free to do that. But for now, I'm going to sign off and get this uploaded. And I hope everybody's doing well. We got a winter storm coming. I'm in Missouri, west central Missouri. We're supposed to get snow on Wednesday. So if you're in the path of that snow, stay inside if you don't have to go anywhere. Just need to be safe. Yeah, and that's about it. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Again, I ramble. If you know me, you know I ramble. And then till next time, You guys take care. God loves you. Jesus loves you. I love you. I love you enough to share my yarn with you. And we will see you next time. Bye for now. Happy yarning.